But I'll say, in honor of the little brat, I'll say this. Okay, let's say 160. 160, and I'll do another 24 hours for you, for your entertainment. That is something I'm offering you. Say thank you to the brat, because, you know, he puts me in a very good mood right now. Nah. Actually, technically, practically even speaking, while it is really tiring and by the end I'm basically a zombie, it's not like it wasn't fun though, you know? While I usually during the week don't have much time, you know? Sadly, so, you know, usually around normal weekdays I come out to like an hour or two of streaming, but hey, on the other hand, I'm basically on every day, so there's that advantage. I do like longer streams like this one, when I, you know, just get in the mood and can play in 24 hours. That was something. Indeed, do feel free to drop by again. Actually, everybody is more than welcome to drop by again. I do enjoy company. Do you have anything to say about it? He's like, there, I'm sure you want to bring that fucking child with us. Yes, please. I like her. We got new family, better family now. Us. Look at us. Totally on the way to creating more offspring. Now then. I think actually, since we are getting to that point, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move over here, enjoy some private actions while I take a few drags of the good old pipe. Because that pipe tobacco is really fucking tasty, and then we'll slowly but surely end it nice and peacefully. Because I do wanna not overdo it. Not really a fan of the episode's very length by that much, you know. Kinda. Some part of me who likes things orderly is getting a bit annoyed, you know. Part of my German soul is screaming like, this needs to be corrected. But then again, you know, if I were to be like, yeah, 3 hours and we make a cut every single time, I'd get annoyed for gamer reasons. You don't say, a good time to get some rest. Now, this is, as I said, a very good time to quickly Google that, and Google, little Google, come over here. Open a new tab, please. Thanks. Yes, do feel free. But as I always like to say, you know, sleep is also fucking important, so it does a pipe taste sweet when you smoke it? Oh, that's actually a very good question. As we all know, well, at least those of us who smoke, tobacco by itself is not sweet, obviously. Now, pipe tobacco comes in many variants, and some of them are actually a bit enhanced by either adding a bit of vanilla, or, for example, cherry aroma to it. It's a bit like you do with liquor, for example. Some liquors change the taste depending on what sort of barrel you actually, well, let it ripen in. And, well, a equivalent process can be applied to tobacco. So my tobacco, while being 100% natural just tobacco, actually has a slight vanilla aroma. So whenever I light it up, you can smell some slight vanilla in the air. Gives it a very pleasant aroma, very different from cigarettes, mind you. Yeah, that's a very good question. It's at least one of the fields where I'm somewhat experienced in. A bit more. I'm still owning your own store for a while, I suppose. And selling, you know, specialized stuff. As I said, you know, people always make the mistake of calling what my shop is a general store, basically, you know, because it's like, yeah, we do have newspapers and the like in there, sure. But we were pretty specialized when it comes to certain things. Which creates a nice monopole. Gosh, not many people around here actually offering most of the stuff we had. Look who's back! Nice. I salute you for a job well done, little Herman. I'll tell you, you wanted to get a pipe? Not a bad investment. But if you're a non-smoker, honestly, stay away from that stuff. It's not healthy. If you're only puffing it, like you do with a pipe, still not really healthy. And just as we were talking about it, I found the list private actions. Now let me just step down a bit. Got it. I must admit I'm not really a fan of the e-cigarettes, e-vapes, and whatever the fuck not is there. I mean, I sold that shit too, but it wasn't really my core business, so I never really gave it much attention. I tried a few myself, even some of those vaporizers and things. I must admit, not for me. Honestly, you can call me old, because, well, technically I'm a man, but, yes, no way. We had some bots dropping by. You can, actually, I think I forgot to take care of that. Used to smoke 15 years. Worst kind of chain smoker. Yeah, me too. Actually smoked so bad that I went to the doctor for a checkup and he was like, oh boy, stop smoking. Your lungs are fucked. I was like, okay, fair point. I stopped smoking. But how about the pipe? And, well, yeah, the doctor in question is actually somebody I know from my own school days. And he was like, okay, fair point. It's still not healthy. I'm not going to recommend it, but I'm not going to bitch you out about it. If you keep your word and don't smoke cigarettes any longer. Well, said and done. That is the fucking good tobacco. You know what, before we start with the private action, I'm going to take one last drag of the pipe. I mean, I can go the whole fucking workday without smoking it, right? In the evening, when I'm nice and relaxed, it's just enhancing the experience. So nice. Now, this list tells me where to go. Namely, start here. Oh great, Moonbase is calling me. That's gonna be great. Oh gosh, that's a German. Run! She's gonna genocide somebody. Typical German. Starts off with no pleasant reason, goes like, I want to report. Now. Man after my own heart. Avioni has a Flammenwerfer. Could become great. An abort mission. We are prepared. Sure, we are. We have no idea what we're doing. No idea where we're going. Our crew is, if you were to put it really nicely, skeletal at best. Because quite literally, we have 3 members for this whole ship. That is barely enough to have somebody on navigation and weapons. And somebody having actually, you know, the captain's role. That's not much. I mean, you know, I've played some Barotrauma in the past. I want to play it again, actually, because it's kind of fun. And trying to control a larger submersible with one person is a royal pain in the ass. I can only imagine that to be true for a spaceship as well. Conventional, that's a nice way of saying it. Yes, normally, I mean, you know, according to at least most anime logic, it's absolutely acceptable and normal to send bloody children on military missions, but logic would dictate it not to be the best idea you can come up with. But alas, sometimes they're kind of successful at it. Yes, they're expecting much of me. That's gonna be fun. Oh boy. Then she runs away, and now we're gonna chase that little lady. Because we're just that good. There she is. I'm like a nice little puppy. I just follow along. Tra-la-la. That's disturbing. Special day. Oh boy, you're gonna ask me what special day it is, don't you? I do like his face when he's thinking like this, like, damn. Last day of your diet. That's a good way to get a slap to the face. Yeah, we don't have to worry about this. I've played dating hostesses in fucking Yakuza. I can logic my way through this. Definitely not that one. That has gotta end up horrible. That is also a good way to end up horrible. The only real choice is this, isn't it? Because that's the only way in nature. Yeah, it's gotta be right, isn't it? No, I just logicked it out because of the answers given. It's a bit like with multiple choices. If you actually see the possible answers, it's a lot of a helpful thingy to have, doesn't it? Doesn't that help you? Me. Yeah, stop trying to pretend that you remember. I helped you along that way. I mean, technically speaking, we have that nice little, I think we go for 26k euro a year from now on. I mean, that's good to have goals. 26k, that's an okay goal, I suppose. Especially for starting. Depends a bit on what qualification you start out with and, you know, what sort of jobs are available to you. Not bad. It does kind of help to have a set goal. If you are actually persistent enough to keep at it, that is. Some people make the mistake. What do you make? At the moment, I'm a fucking trainee. An apprentice. What do you think I make a year? Well, technically, if I were to do this for a whole year, I would get around 13k, I suppose. But just basically nothing. I mean, heck, even in the worst days at the store, I earned like 20k still, pretty much. Yeah, it's not much. But hey, the point is this. I do this until May. I do my little, I do the exam. I finish that on a good note. And then suddenly I jump from like 12k up to 25 as a starter. And then it grows a bit. But that's still not the end. I'm going to do another year of apprenticeship, basically. And while I earn normal money, mind you. Then I can actually start earning the big amounts, because then I'm actually qualified to lead a store. Well, not that I need any qualifications for that, because I've done this in the past, but Germans are special. Basically. If you don't have the qualifications, you're not going to get the chance. So basically the idea is get that, then get a job as a nice big chain, managing one of their stores. And, you know, start making the, what was it? Worst case, you start off with like 46 something. Okay, so we could start. Which takes a bit more work. Landlord Terry. I mean, if you let me live there for free, I'll give you a longer stream. Because rent is one of the most daring points I have right now. Like, yeah, you remembered when I was born. I didn't, but don't worry about it. More mistakes. Heck, you could make a whole apartment complex just for people who stream. That would be kind of fun. Well, I'll pay you what I make in revenue. How about that? Nothing is free in this life. I know. Heck, I've worked as an undertaker. Not even dying is for free. Although the dying part is the getting under the ground. Not so much. Boy, is that pricey. I can tell you, everything is for free. Next I'm supposed to be looking for the little one. Where's the little one? Good question, isn't it? Maybe in here? Aha! You can't hide from me. Yes, yes, we shall follow you.
そんなに急いでどうしたんだよ。
Also, I remember from past experience, that's one hell of an uncomfortable way to move forward. Can save me from every legal situation. That's nice.
奥から
I kinda get an uncle like
ブ
that.
ンブンって変な音がするのよ。
Hmm.
変な音ね。
What's on the other side of that wall?
僕から離れるな。
わかったのよ。
I was like, I have the advantage. He's holding the high ground and his people are shooting down.
フェイズ？
これは恥ずかしいところを見られましたね。
That you were playing with your stick, eh? I mean,
フェイズのくせに何してるのよ。
剣のトレーニングですが、何を怒ってるんです？
うん。
喧嘩。なんなら僕も付き合おうか。
ありがとうございます。ですがそれはもう少し僕が腕を磨いてからということで。
そっか。
I mean, okay.
邪魔して悪かったね。
You're up to snuff, but
行こう、
okay.
リムル。
I mean, if you want to use the stance like this, why not just go for full rapier and just stab people?
こっそり練習なんてフェイズらしくないのよ。
そうかな。影で努力を重ねる方がフェイズらしいと思うけどね。
Hmm, fair point, fair point. Ooh. Yep, still smells great. I'll never get tired. I've been smoking the same tobacco for over a year at this point. I never get tired of this. You practice any martial arts? Yeah, I mean, if you count the basic bitch military training as such, then yes. Apart from that, no. Honestly, not for lack of interest, more for lack of time. When I was young, my idea was like, okay, why don't I start working to make some money? Works really well if you are 16-year-old and you actually have some money to spend, because, you know, that's how you get the ladies, basically. Not the most sincere approach, mind you, but it works. So now I spend my my off days and my free time doing mini jobs on the side to earn some nice monies. Would you talk to me? Or just no? So like now, don't you see we watch TV?
二人とも。
Watching
エッジさ
TV.
んからも言ってやってください。危険だからこんなところにケルベロスを召喚するなと。
I mean, he doesn't seem to be burning the ground, so it seems okay.
ワンワは暴れたりしないのよ。いい子なのよ。
He's quite literally made of fire.
見るのよ。ほら、全然平気。
The military is
怖
great.
がらなくても平気なのよ。
Yeah,
別に
Not
怖が
really.
ってなどいません。
じゃあフェイズもやって
it's
み
not
る
like I went there
の
for free, you know. I wanted because I wanted
いいで
to.
すとも。
Because we had to do. What was it at my time? Still a year, I think. Yeah.
どこがいい子
1
なん
year
で
of
すか。
service. But hey, you get payment for that, and you have nice
心
opportunities.
配なのよ
You。can get your driver's
今
license
確
and
かに
shit
失
like that
敗と
done
か
there.
言いましたよね。
やっぱり。
Which is pretty nice.
あんまり
And
出
after
さない
the
ように
basic training, you kind of get a lot of free time, honestly. Basically, the higher ups didn't really piss around too much. I mean, we could quite literally have a crate of beer under the consoles, and, you know, as long as we were that drunk, nobody actually complained about it. But basic training was a bitch. That much I remember very fondly. But hey, the rest of the time after that, so basically after 3 months, we were just sitting there and having fun and a good time. Was pretty cool, actually. You know, that was the time when the German reality was very much relaxed. The rest of the world was telling us anyway that, you know, better you not have much of a military anyway. You know, bad memories and all of that. Nowadays everybody is screaming like, Germany, why don't you send us more help? Oh yeah, right, because we don't have anything to offer at the moment. The idea of discipline is not bad though. That is actually something young people should learn, to be fair. Some good old-fashioned discipline. Alas, that basic lesson can become rather important in your further life. Also, it actually does help you because even if you're just going there in order to get, you know, recommendations for other jobs, you can get quite a few qualifications while you're there. So if you have a basic idea or you have no idea what you're area of expertise might be or where your interests lie, you can try out some many different things, which does help. I mean, you know, me too, but with very minor amounts. Everybody's like, but what if we get involved in a war? Could Germany defend itself? No, not really. Heck, the last time I heard anything about Germany trying to just participate in a military exercise with NATO on the seas, we had like 4 of our 5 submarines in the dry dock. You know, to really give them the best possible impression of us. I mean, what do you think happens if you treat one aspect, like the whole military branch basically, like shit for fucking years on end? That's not going to work splendidly for them now, is it? Hey, you're just randomly sleeping here. I mean, according to this list I have, I'm supposed to be talking to you. You're getting a bit sentimental, eh? Now that's a skill, getting into a fight with somebody you just met. I guess so. So basically they just kept pummeling each other for no good reason. Yeah, but it's not answered your question, eh? Maybe there's more to it. Maybe he has secrets that he wishes to keep. Who knows? Or maybe he just didn't see it. I mean, that's an option, you know. Yeah, that does happen to me sometimes. I'm trying to follow a conversation, especially one that is, you know, in text form. Like, ah, shit, I missed that. Okay, so now we're just going to reminiscence about the past. Oh, throws me out. Like, nope, not for you. I know that feeling. Sometimes it does feel like that, doesn't it? Like the attention span really doesn't want to hold up. I know that feeling. And okay, now they are in the recreation room again. Aha! What are you doing? What are you eating? Why am I not invited? Mint chocolate. Interesting. Especially for somebody who claims to hate mint. Which makes it all the more important that, you know, I wasn't invited. I too find myself profoundly moved by your cooking skills. Well, little face, let me remind you, I invested some points in that particular cooking skill. Probably was worth it. All in all, it does sound pretty damn sweet, though. I was like, no, I don't want them any longer. Why? Because Face likes them. That's not acceptable. Was it a button? Was it? Was it not? I'll leave it to your digression. You choose. Maybe. I wasn't actually necessarily aiming for that. I was just imagining it in my tongue and I was like, sounds sweet, dude. Indeed. You will never know. Even I don't know what was going on in my head at that particular moment. At that particular time. Who knows? Which was a pretty fair statement, because I do like to ramble, and most of those ramblings are not really filtered all that much. Let the words flow out of your mouth. What could go wrong? 5 hours later, finds himself in serious debt. Slapped by many women, and probably beaten down by a bunch of men. For strange reasons. Well, happens to the rest of us. You're just fine with that because that means you get more cookies.